up here. G'day everyone, Caravans Steve, and today I'm from the Great Annexes factory here in Brendale. Now, these are the annexes, these are the great annexes that we've been giving to our family members, for all our family members who have ordered their caravans and are looking at annexes. Stay tuned, and I'm going to give you a factory tour with Ron and show you why these annexes are so great. The cool thing and the great thing about these annexes is they're all Australian made. Well, come on here and I'm going to introduce you Ron Stafford from Great Annexes, the man himself.
Steve,
Ronnie,
welcome.
Thank you.
Sunrise family, I feel like one of you guys today. I've got one of your shirts on, but welcome to Great Annexes. And yes, as Steve mentioned, we're the manufacturers of all the annexes that you guys have ordered through when you get your vans. So we do everything from simple shade walls through to full annex kits, porch flies, barbecue flies, and we've even got one. Yeah, we do. We can extend all your awning and outdoor living space to give you extra shade, extra weather protection, extra bedrooms, all that stuff on the outside, Steve, to do with the awning and extensions. That's what we do here, and we can do for your family.
But what I love about this, and you know, I'm all about all Australian made. I'm actually big on that. Ronnie is one of the few that actually holds the Australian made logo, and you can display it proudly because you know you've been through the process, and and it's not an easy process, is it?
Well, I mean, Steve, 16 years ago when we started, most annex manufacturers were all building in Australia, so the Australian made license really wouldn't have been too much of a point of difference. But now, unfortunately, a lot of the overseas influences have crept in. Some of the leading brands, if you like, in the marketplace now are actually imported from China, and they just don't have that core quality that you'd expect. Because we need it in Australia. Okay, we get those storms, we get the winds, we get the sun, and you need a product that's robust and can stand up for periods of time. Now, if you want a quick and fast one, yeah, absolutely go and grab an imported one because it may suit you.
That's correct.
But if you're looking for that serious, stand up in all the weather, last me for 10 years or more, that's what we do, and we're proud of it. And we make them all here in the factory. So, would you like me to show you around?
100%. Let's
all
go through.
Excellent.
Yes.
So, Steve, what we're looking at here, this is our Shade Master range. So these are a shade screen, which you would have seen the imported stuff, which would look more like shade cloth that everyone knows. Exactly. And like we don't use too much of that because it kind of shrinks and curls, so it has no structure. So our material is actually a structured shade cloth. So what it really means is when I make that wall, that screen a certain size, it stays that size its whole life. But it's a lot better, high quality fabric, really clear to see through. We'll pop around and have a look. We use all stainless steel eyelets at the bottom. We use all PVC coated Velcros, and it's covered by the 10-year warranty.
And they're the little touches, where you can tell something of quality and something like imported actually. But the key one, you said it right at the end. How much warranty?
10-year warranty, yeah.
Wow.
So we're just building it properly. So you buy it once, it'll last you as long as you need it to. Come on inside. When you do come inside, now all I want to show you here is looking back through, if you don't mind, is like the vision you get through this material is so clear and crisp. So you get full privacy, but you don't get an inhibited view. And that's what people love about this also. You're not getting a motley look, you're getting an absolute crisp. It's almost like just putting some sunglasses on.
100%, and look at the view from here.
Yeah.
No, that's fantastic.
That's right. So this one here is like a room proper. This is what we call a shade room. You can buy these as individual pieces.
Okay, nice.
So,
that's good to know.
We'll move out of here.
Yep.
And we'll take you around to our flagship model.
Lovely.
This model here is called our Designer. So this is the one we sell most of. It's basically the grey and black or silver black combination with door and window both ends, double window or single depending on how long. The shorter single axle van, sometimes only can go one window on there, Steve. And of course it includes our barbecue porch as standard part of the kit. So some other nice little features, helmets here, stop the leaves and rain getting in. But one of the key features is what we call a light master gable, and that's this triangulation on top that also lets light through it. So when you zip up the annex, plenty of light come in. And you can see here, if I just use my hand,
Yep.
you can kind of see my hand as a shadow now. But what that means, it's very private. You can't make out my hand, but you can see that it's letting that light through. So it's a really cool feature. And if ever you want to block that light out,
Yep.
we can also make like shade screen blockers just to cut that light down.
Look how much room we have in here, right?
Yeah, this one here, this double window, as you can see on the side here, these windows also open up. The skirt gets fully custom measured to suit the Caravan. And again, 10-year warranty, all the rafters, anti-flat kits, poles, everything you need in the kit, ready to go.
But to me, I love this.
Yeah, the porch.
Yeah.
I
I love the porch.
Yeah.
To me, I can talk about the porch all day, every day.
So as you know now, the porches, this one comes out around 2.1 metres.
2.1, yeah.
And basically now with a lot of kitchens and different things going on the front, these porches really help give that cover to the barbecues. But it's also when you enclose that roll-out awning as a room,
Yep.
you don't have your awning anymore.
That's correct.
So in the afternoon when happy hour kicks up, Steve, and happy hours all day for you, but look, you got a table and chairs here, have a cold beverage, enjoy yourself, and you've got the cover you need. Yeah. All right, so we'll take you out the factory floor if you like.
Love to.
Follow me through. We'll go check out where they're all made.
Can't wait. Let's go. Come on.
Okay. So here we are, Steve. You've got me on a Friday afternoon when all the team's gone home. We work.
Is it happy hour?
Yeah, it's happy hour. But this is our Australian-made factories where we make our annexes. They all start their journey, Steve, over on the far table.
Yep.
And basically, it steps through every table from being cut into pieces to being fully sewn out with zippers, velcros, and the whole box and dice on there.
Bit of a process, isn't it?
It takes around 13 hours to build an annex.
Wow.
So it's
13
if you ever
hours.
wondered why they are, maybe how much they cost,
Yeah,
by the time you supply all the bits and pieces, by the time you buy all the hardware, by the time you spend 13 hours making it, right, and then
making
warranty
it here in Australia as
making
well.
it here. Okay,
Yeah.
our labour rates aren't the cheapest in the
That's
world.
correct, yep.
But we still support the Australian build. So when you add all those elements in, it doesn't make it the cheapest around.
No.
But I'll tell you what, you're putting thousands into something.
That's
So now we just offer that option to put thousands into premium. That's going to serve you well.
And a 10-year warranty as well.
Oh, the 10-year warranty,
yeah,
absolutely.
like that. Yeah, I mean,
no
that's-
one really offers that because
No.
they won't go to the detail I go to
That's
ensure that it's all good stuff.
Yeah.
But as you can see here, mate, this is our factory floor, so our fitting bays.
So you've got a couple of annexes right here.
Yeah, mate, so this one's just there's that barbecue porch coming off the front.
Yep.
The ones you like. This one's just been fitted out. Again, another wall kit.
So it doesn't really matter. It's single axle, tandem axles, pop tops. It's
Yeah.
You don't like favour one or the other. You do it for everything.
Pretty much whatever van that your customer orders from you,
Yep.
we measure each van.
So that's the key there. Ronnie actually comes to the yard and measures each van individually. So they're not generically made. So
That's right,
yeah.
exactly right.
Yeah.
And that's the way you get the best fit. That's where you close up as many gaps as you can.
Yep.
It's where it all sits nice and everyone's walking past going, gee, that looks good. No, it doesn't, it looks great. But this is just another example of one.
Yep.
And of course, there's a particular one in the corner which you'll be real interested in, Steve.
Yes.
And this is a big job we've just done for you, which we're going to do another video on. But mate, so this is Great Annexes. This is where it all happens. And look, we're very proud. We've been operating now for 16 years. I've been involved in annexes for over 20 odd years, 22, something like that now. I've lost count, but
Who's counting anyway?
I know, sort of the grey hair, mate. Wasn't where I started, but
Or if I take my hat off, I'll probably compete with you as well.
But I'm very proud of the fact that clients and have the option to be able to access quality, which I could easily jump overseas with the rest of them, go and compete on the price point like everyone else wants to. but I just don't think that's value in the long run. It's a short-term gain for the person.
Yep.
It's not a long-term gain for the client.
That's correct.
And mate, realistically, when they're sitting in a storm at Christmas time and then that thing fails and they are getting wet beds or they're getting collapsed structures or whatever, I mean, the price is never remembered. The price is never remembered at that point. They just get the pain.
Yes.
So with us using the proper materials, using the proper componentry, it really increases the ability for the product to withstand those loads and withstand the weather, right? But ultimately, it's pain-free caravanning and dry, comfortable caravanning, which is the result. So you pay a little bit more, but you get so much more.
And that's one of the reasons why we partner up with you. Because you don't go partner up with everyone, do you? You know what I mean?
Yeah, we are selective who we partner with, and there's reasons for that.
That's
because
correct.
I think, like anything, you like people find like people.
Yeah.
So we're not looking for everyone to be a partner, because not everyone has the same value structure as us. We value integrity, we value quality, we value customer support. That's not necessarily reflected, unfortunately, in every company in the industry, but that's not how we approach things. So we love working with you guys. You guys offer great service to your customers. You have a genuine interest, and that is important for me as well. So congratulations to you.
Thank you, mate.
Yeah.
And Ronnie, look, thank you, mate. That was a great tour, a bit of insight on Ron from Great Annexes, and just some of the key points taken away from this tour, why we team up with Great Annexes. I'll run past those again. The 10-year warranty, massive for me. Australian made, and displays the logo as well, great as well. Local here in Brendale as well. All the annexes, they're individually measured as well, so you can get that premium finish, and some of the premium features on Ron's annexes are second to none. Ronnie, thank you once again, mate.
Thanks for coming out, Steve.
Yep.
And of course, if anyone needs any assistance, call your team, and he'll help you out with getting connected with these great products.
But Ronnie, where can we find you anyway?
Mate, we're greatannexes.com.au we'll put you on our website with lots of information, videos and stuff to explore the product range further, and of course in dealership with you guys.
But if you want to know more about the Great Annexes as well, Ron does have a YouTube channel.
Yes.
Which details a lot of information there, tips, what to do, how to roll out awnings, how to roll out annexes. So it's a wealth of information on YouTube.
Go check out the YouTube. There's like 80 odd videos there going into all sorts of things. We take a tour of the Australian made, the canvas factory. There's a big tour there of the canvas factory. That's really interesting to check out how the material's made and why it's made the way it is. Why is it so good? There's ways on how to set the annexes up. There's ways on how to care for your awning fabrics. There's heaps of information there. Sure. So, one of the most key accessories on any caravan is the awning. Yeah, it's the one most used. So there's a lot of information there on how to care for it.
Well, I remember that was a big, everyone was glued at the owner's trip when you're demonstrating on the rollout awning on how to use it, what to use on it as well. So that was a lot of people walked away from that and said, "Wow, I actually learned something."
Yeah, there's a lot to know. There's a lot of tricks you can go with the awning. The awning is the most used accessory, as we mentioned, but it's also the most claimed accessory on insurance claims. So watch the video from the owner's trip. It goes for about an hour, and there is so much in there for you to learn. So,
All right, family members, hope you enjoyed the tour of the Great Annexes. If you want to know more about the Great Annexes, and if you've got your order in place, please talk to us, either myself or Mel in the office. If you don't know the number, I'll let you know now, 07 388 4455, or send us an email, sales@sunrisecaravans.com.au. Thank you for spending time with Caravan Steve again. Hope you enjoyed the walkthrough of the Great Annex Factory here in Brendale. Stay tuned for more videos.